Hey guys, it's Ilya from UltimateSapien.com, and this is day 15 through 17 of my polyphasic sleep adaptation. And there's some weird things going on right now that I want to talk about. So day 15, right? I thought I was getting adjusted. I had REM sleep for I think both of them. Let me look. I think I had REM sleep for I had REM sleep for one nap. Very vivid. Remembered my dreams. I had like 5 dreams in a 20-minute period, which was crazy. So I thought I was adapting, right? Because if you have REM dreams while after like a polyphasic sleep like period, people think of that as somewhat starting adaptation. So I thought I was starting to adapt. But then the next day, um, the next day I felt good after the core nap. My second nap was about 10 to 15 minutes late, which shouldn't matter that much. It's a bit off, obviously, but it shouldn't matter like this much. And I still had REM sleep during that nap. I thought everything was good. And then I did some exercise, and my third nap was, and I ate like an hour before my third nap, or an hour and a half, and I was super bloated. I fell asleep, but it was not very pleasant, and like I woke up super groggy. So basically, I think that I've read somewhere that eating before sleeping is not good, um, even within like an hour or two within sleeping. So I'm gonna try not to eat because that did not feel good at all. And exercise within 1.5 hours is probably not good also because it took me a little longer to fall asleep than it usually does. Um, and then after that today, day 17 was just weird. So I was super awake after um well, actually, that's interesting. I didn't write about the fact. Oh yeah, no, day 16 in the morning after after I woke up from the core, I was super awake. But then, 3 hours in, I started craving a nap. I was nodding off right here in front of my desk. And then day 17 today, I woke up super awake. I started nodding off right about dawn once again. I didn't actually fall asleep. And then I felt sick. Like I thought that I was actually sick, but now I feel better. So it's probably just sleep related. I don't think it's actually like flu related, um, or like sickness related because Pure Doxic said that adapting to polyphasic sleep can cause flu-like symptoms. So this could be the flu-like symptoms that I'm experiencing. Um, so I think that I might be adjusting. I don't know because today was rough. Today after my core nap, I felt good, but I was sick. And then after my first nap, I um I didn't really get up because it was freezing. I was tired, so I just kind of stayed in bed. And my girlfriend was nice enough to like nudge me awake and keep me awake every time I was about to fall asleep. And like I do a little like I'm if I start nodding off and then I do like a little twitch, that means that I'm falling asleep. And she knows that. So whenever I do like this little twitch, she knows that she needs to like tap me or like tell me like wake up, like don't go to sleep, something like that. And she was nice enough to do it for half an hour or like 45 minutes until I was finally willing to get out of bed, which was nice of her. But it was not restful at all. I woke up and I was exhausted. And then my second nap today, was my most public nap of all. I was sleeping on a couch in like almost in a dining hall, and there were a ton of people just well, actually not a ton. It was somewhat secluded, but it was a public access area, so there were more people there than there usually are where I usually sleep in a public place. And it's just a couch, like a study room area or like a gathering area. And I pretty much just wrapped my backpack like around my arm, and I just slept on the couch like with my arm hanging down. So like if someone tries to get stuff out of my backpack, I would feel it and wake up. And I put my backpack in such a way that if they turned it around, it would twist my arm, so I would wake up. If they would try to get something out of the backpack, I would wake up. And I mean, people wouldn't do that. Like people go for easy to steal stuff, like if there's a laptop just laying around there or something like that. But if there's a person sleeping with like a backpack wrapped to his arm and like he's like the backpack's really hard to flip over, like people aren't gonna steal that. It's just hard unless you're like in Detroit or something with Flint, then you're pretty much screwed anyway. Sorry to whoever's living out there, I'm sorry. um but yeah, after that nap I was tired. Then after like a minute I was super awake. I'm still awake right now. It's been about 3 hours since I woke up from that nap, and I still feel awake. But the issue is that I feel like I stupidly started doing weightlifting again last week. So I lifted last Friday, last Monday, and then this Friday, and today is Sunday. So I lifted 2 days ago, and it's hard on my muscle recovery isn't what it's used to be. Like my muscles are growing, and I can feel my body like getting stronger, but not as fast as it used to be, and my joints are also recovering much slower. And I feel like doing Friday, Monday lifting is hindering my polyphasic sleep goals. So I think that I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow. I have finals tomorrow anyway, or midterms rather. So I think I'll just not do anything tomorrow. See how my body feels. See if I'm actually adapting, because if I'm right, and if my REM sleep a couple like on yesterday and the day before that was me adapting, that means that I should get some REM sleep in the naps tomorrow, and maybe even or like have dreams in the naps tomorrow, or REM sleep slash dreams, because dreams happen during REM sleep. And if that happens, then I'm probably adapting, and if I feel better, I'm probably adapting. And if it doesn't happen, then I'll just go through with this for another week, see how I feel. And if like I get really sick or something, then again, because it's already been a seven. Tomorrow it will be 7 days since I started going to sleep at pretty much almost exactly the same time. Like the biggest difference I've had was 15 minutes on the last first nap yesterday, and that it wasn't even that bad. It didn't even feel that bad. Like I was able to fall. So I don't know. Um, we'll see how it goes, because this is day 17 already, and I mean I messed up on day, I believe, 10, 11 it was, or no, I think it was day 9 and 10. So day 11 through 17, I've did everything pretty much the way you're supposed to, except for maybe eating before the nap yesterday, and maybe changing up the time a little bit yesterday. But other than that, I read that you should start adapting to Everyman after about a week. And it's been more than a week, but it's been a week of me doing it right. And today in the morning, today in the morning and between my first nap and second nap, I felt the most exhausted I felt so far. I could feel the sleep deprivation hitting, and I knew that if I like went down, like if I sat down like this, or if I sat down like my neck like this, I could fall asleep. Like I could have fallen asleep sitting up, and I don't think I've ever had that happen to me. I could have just I could have sat like this, and I could have just went like this, and I could have nodded off in maybe 15 to maybe 30 seconds to a minute. It was that bad. Um, but right now I feel good, so we'll see how what tomorrow brings. And other than that, I don't really have any news. So thank you for watching. Oh, wait, I forgot to do the thumbnail, and the thumbnail will be me sleeping. Just kidding. All right. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much.